Enhance. 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 Hello, and welcome to another episode of Low Tech Health. This is a day of risk because I waited till the very last minute to try to post this video podcast. I'm looking at the clock. I'm freaking out, man. So, on this episode of Wasabi, Walnut, What's Hurting My Tummy Wednesday, I think chicken made my knee hurt. My knee hurts right now. And all I know is that I ate sesame chicken and fell asleep. It has to be it, right? If I fell asleep right after eating the chicken, nothing else could have happened to me. It could only be chicken that makes my knee hurt, right? Like, it couldn't have been the sleep that made my knee hurt. Because I ate chicken. And then when you sleep, you don't do anything. This is called a correlation. Just because I ate chicken right before I fell asleep, and when I woke up, first thing was my knee hurting, doesn't mean that chicken made my knee hurt. But I think it does, because it's the most recent thing that happened. This is an issue that happens with people who are ill a lot of times. And it's not necessarily that the antibiotic didn't help with your viral infection. But that you just started taking something right at the precipice of when your body was beginning to kick the infection. So you associated the chicken with your knee hurting. Maybe my knee hurts because I've slept in 3 different odd positions, kind of in a seated position to where my leg bunches up in my back. That's not very comfortable. Actually makes sense when my knee's been hurting. But why is my belly hurting on this Wasabi Walnut What's Hurting My Tummy Wednesday? And what does that have to do with science? Well, I'm nervous. More than likely be taking a travel assignment across the country to push drugs and mop floors. Oh, and play cards. That's what we do. California, especially, nurses just play cards because they have such good ratios. It's a joke. There were only some reality TV show that showed the insides of the hospital and the horrors that we see, and people, I don't know, who are a little more somber-minded, not like me, to tell stories, because they sound a little unbelievable. I tell you, like, people bleeding out of their penis, or telling me their last words just before they have to go. They know they have to go. Doesn't sound right. It sounds crazy. This one guy was a hypothermic patient who was 86 degrees Fahrenheit rectally. Hadn't been speaking for a few days. He was a nursing facility patient, which means he's just kind of a chronic circular. He's a patient who is not ill enough to die real quickly or soon, but his quality of life is such that he requires total care, turning, feeding, changing his briefs. But with neuro issues like that, you can't really tell how well they're keeping their temperature up until you check it. And they checked it. This guy was 86 degrees. Didn't talk for days. Then when he finally started to talk, he was singing. He was singing, "Glory, glory, hallelujah." Look at the screen. That's what they're playing. It's kind of off. It's like a different actual song than that song, but it's the same type of wartime hymn. And he counts off 1, 2, 3, 4. And I hear out of the corner pocket, the room in the other corner in the hallway, "Oh no, she's coding." And he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Glory, glory, hallelujah. This is the first time he'd spoken in, I don't know, weeks. It sounds crazy. But you really can survive COVID and bleed out of your penis. Night night. Careful what you risk for.